Well, look at us. We are back and we have some very interesting things to do this time because when you look at our drug business, we know that we've been losing money. Like, look at the sales, they're going down. Look at the profits going down. Look at the firm profit, it's in the negative. We are losing money here, here, and this is going a little bit better, but we are investing in training. This is a newer business, a little bit more complex. And this was not going through the process of selling a little bit over the $8 mark. So this has never reached that limit, which the computer seems to think that it is actually not acceptable. But when we look at our other businesses, like these two drugs, they were for the short term above 8, and I think that is what causes decline. But now we have fixed things, they're at 727. We can let time pass a little bit more. We should make a little bit more money here. But there's something more exciting to talk about. So when you look at these drugs, there's no reason why we shouldn't spin this off. Remember our master plan? Basic retail. This is the convenience business. Convenience. We have industry 1, which is drugs. And then we have industry 2, which is home appliances. Media, we did not do that. That's why I painted that in red. And check this out. You can drag it down and boom, you can edit the color. How nice is that? But I do dislike the extra space they put here. Why do technology companies insist on putting space between everything? Like, look at that wasted space between these two lines. The wasted space between these two buttons. Like, compendium, where's the M? There's like 3 dots here. Why can't you fit it here? We have all this empty space. Technology companies. And then spin off. Why don't we spin off everything that's above? There's no reason why we should only do the convenience business and spin it all off. Because this will allow us to like take this cough syrup business if we're not going to want to keep this. Decrease training, that's profit. This business, I think we should want to increase, keep this. We need glass for the car bodies. We do not need silicon, but you know, like if you're producing glass, why not silica, right? Manufacturing of glass is at 100%. We do want to increase capacity here, but we don't really need to because it's just a spike. Probably some business using it up. So we can totally just put in inventory here, make this gymnastics, make the silica go here, become glass, get thrown into sales. That seems fine to me. But then we can spin off these 3 industries, which is pretty nice. As for plastic, we're at 100% production on both. Rolls out a spike. You can see clearly that there's some sort of instability in demand. So why not put in some inventory here as well? We can totally make it go this way, that way, and boom. I think that will help with these situations. We're on training, I think it makes sense. Level 2, level 1. We'll go a little bit further. And then when we look at Jakarta, things got a little bit more interesting. So we're talking about spinning off both businesses, right? The home appliances and also the convenience stores, which includes chewing gum, of course, which would mean that we don't need to train chewing gum factories anymore. We will also curiously be able to spin off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 labs. That's a lot of money. And 2 warehouses. I may want to build an extra warehouse for like unifying these products, maybe 2 warehouses, who knows. And I'll be able to spin off 4 factories. Corn syrup, 5 factories. Electronic components, 6 factories. Farm of corn, and the factory of chewing gum. That's quite the package. I will most likely need to build up a lab for wheels and tires. And I think that's it. I will likely also need to build up more factories of these 2 products, because when you look at the products tab, actually the corporate details, look at our products, you'll see that cars, that's a big chunk of revenue and profit. Motorcycle, that's a big chunk of revenue and profit. These guys have a huge capacity, and also when you look at the products, you look at automobile from Imperium, you see that our shares, they are rather small. There's a huge market of 56 million, 18 million motorcycles. We have a lot to progress here. Maybe we can fit another factory of motorcycles. But cars, I fear that it may be a little bit more than that. You know, when you look at the manufacturing, they're all at 100%. Oh, maybe not this one, it's a little bit newer, but put in training, still have a long way to go, and motorcycles as well, 100, 100, 100. They're probably bottlenecked. If you look at wheels, 100, 100, 100. Car bodies, same. Engines, same. We are very on the limit here in terms of what we can make in terms of money. I do have a fear that the seaport is bringing in all of the steel. This may be at the limit. I mean, it says it is, but I don't know. When you look at the industries, they all have steel. Steel, steel. They're all in stock. Steel. Seems like it's all fine and dandy. This guy doesn't have steel, but this guy does. You have inventory. So I think that is the way to go. And then if we do spin everything off, maybe we'll go into media. I don't know. Cars and motorcycles can use some brand, but it's not really that necessary. We can definitely finance the lab for wheel and tires. We can perhaps even start investing in the production of the steel itself. Because if you look at the resources, I would rather do it in Jakarta because that's where the real wages are cheaper. Real wages, 54. We do have iron ore available for 40 million. I mean, we do need to pay a little bit more than that. Let's see, what does it cost to produce a mine? That's about 20 million bucks. And if you look at coal, which is up here, that's about 35 million bucks. You have 75. We'll be spinning off another business. That all seems very, very reasonable. And we also have the recent duplication of washing machines, air conditioners, and phones. So these guys are likely to produce a little bit more money. So I'll go ahead and put them all in to the same package. Let's get time passing by, speed 3. I would like to decrease training corn. We're already making 40. I would like to, okay, this is not training. I do not think you need to train. Neither do you. Let's start disinvesting. Decrease your training. Electronic components, curiously, this is so fond to my heart, but we will decrease training. Warehouses do not need to train. Of course, the labs, they do not need training as well. We're getting more tech for car body, which is pretty nice because this will give us more money. Rubber, you can actually train more of that. Chewing gum we do not need. Perhaps I should already begin the R&D center for my wheel and tire. Wheel and tire, there we go. When you start up here, why not? But I will like to put these guys into training. No worries here. And then when we go to Nice, of course, we will want to do the same with these factories. They're all not being trained. That's good. Plastic can't be trained. We've got inventory. It's great. The glass, got inventory. We're doing fine. Very good. This firm is actually not making profit. I think we should increase prices because when you think about it, we're going to be supplying silicon and glass to the business which we are spinning off. Same goes with plastic. We don't want to be subsidizing the spin-off. Take off the internal sale, take off the internal sale. As for Jakarta, let's see, is there anything I want to take off internal sale? I guess you increase prices very so slightly. And I think we are about ready. Put it on speed 4. We got car body, right? Sure, go for another 1 year, why not? You missed the window to update that. But when you think about car body, that'll improve quality of our cars, to improve our overall quality, which will make us either sell more or be able to increase prices. I think we are not actually in capacity to take advantage of all that. So I'll just go ahead and increase prices. Now I want to keep an eye on Nice in our fantastic industries of drugs because this is there you go. They're picking up. Oh great. New invention. You're back to profits. That's good. You are back to profits. That's good. And you are steady into profits. So got R&D of motorcycle. That's good. Let that roll on. I want to begin the process of spinning off these businesses. We're at 183 million already. We were at 75 at the beginning of this episode. That's pretty nice. I'm not going to complain. But we got to get into the financial operations. Set up a subsidiary. You'll call these. What is this? This is a spin-off business. Talking about drugs, home appliances, which is very diverse, convenience products, in stores. What will this be called? My goodness. I should have thought about this before, but we're talking about something hugely varied. Something that's varied. This looks very random. I like that. And as for the color, well, now we are this teal blue, so I think we should go in the opposite direction. We're talking about that's red. There you go. And this will be Corporation Zero. No, it will not be Corporation Zero. It will be the home appliances, drugs, and convenience. So it's the convenient home drugs corporation. Give you 20 bucks. Well, I actually need to throw off a huge amount of firms at your way. So I'll throw in 100 million. Hopefully that will be enough. You choose a CEO, doesn't matter. They're all at skill 0. Gotta love that. Hans Tanaka. Clear this is Tanaka. Clearly. So I'm gonna hire you as a CEO for 2 million bucks. Why not? You will be disable all. I don't know. Just doing whatever seems to be conservative because we have a few milliseconds here, which this guy can actually destroy everything, surprisingly. Then when we talk about our firms, what do we want to throw into the subsidiary? This factory, transfer firm, is worth 15 million? I'm gonna have to throw a lot of money at the direction. But okay, we'll get there. 16 million. What are you worth? 16 million. We're almost out of money. I do want to throw my convenience stores, so you, transfer firm, 8 million. Jeez, I'm gonna be out of money pretty soon. The pharmas, I guess I do want to put my pharma stores. Transfer firms, selling my chewing gum, that's very convenient. The drugstores, transfer firm, 6 million. Oops. Transfer firm, okay. The home appliances, yes, I do want to do that as well. It's worth 14 million. I can't even transfer the whole city. This is mine. Do I have another drugstore here? I do. Transfer firm, 9 million. My goodness, I transferred one city. I have a little bit of a way to go. So if I go to financial actions, I need to, do I borrow or do I go to CHD? Capital injection from Imperial Corporation. I don't think I need that much. I would bet 60 million. Boom, injected. So let's go on, keep it up. So auto industry, this is mine, but this will be transferred. This is worth 11 million. It's very refreshing to see your businesses, how much the computer thinks it's worth. The drugstore, 13 million. And that's pretty much all of Marseille. And as for Jakarta, This is going to be exciting. So let's take our electro store, transfer it, 11 million. The drugstore, 7 million. This is mine. That is yours for 6 million. Okay. And then as for cost centers, some of these make losses. So like the farm, can I transfer this for free? 4 million, really? Okay. But I will already take the lead. Put in another 50 million. That's what I'm betting. Let's try. So the warehouse. Transfer this, 7 million. And 6 million. What about labs? Let's see. How is it going to deal with this? None of these techs really interest me. Ooh, we're almost there. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. 5 million. When you transfer RD, RD project will be cancelled. Well, that's interesting. That's new. So I will not want to do this because this is like 0.13 of a month. Couple of days. Oh, is there anything that I can transfer now? Not really. Yeah, what about the farm? Yeah. Did it not transfer? Did I already transfer it? I did, right? Let's come in and going. 5 million for this industry. Sure. Transfer the corn syrup. 2 million. Ooh, this guy is gonna be probably easier. 10 million. What about you? 11 million, not so easy. Let's try the washing machines. 8 million. It's 7 million. Yep, we're gonna be injecting more. Let's try you, 7 million. And you, 6 million. And you, 10 million. So almost everything's already done. We still need to transfer our labs, but we do want to wait for this technology to go by. As for the others, I think it's worth it. Like, yeah, I'm definitely going to transfer these guys immediately. I want to get rid of them. Can't do you, but it's like 6 million per lab. You're all level 2, you're level 1. How much does it cost to transfer you? 6 million as well. That's 6 times 6, that's 36 million times 7. Yeah, F11. Let's transfer about 45 million. We're still pretty comfortable, actually. Very fortunate that we were able to make that money in this midterm. So let's start transferring you, sure. Lose your tech. Whatever. Transfer you. HD. Phones. And what we have left is just this guy, which if you put on speed 3. There we go. Should we put you on speed 0? Now I transfer you. 5 million bucks, left with 6 million. And I think I've transferred it all. Good. So let's get on to the final for actions. Take a look. If I put out 40% in an IPO, get 123 million for 308 million market cap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now. Very good, very good. So Kaiser Man does not have any shares of CHD, which is Convenience Home Appliances and Drugs Corporation. Perfect name. I mean, who doesn't want to be a customer of a company responsible for your chewing gum, your air conditioner, and your headache pills? But Imperium has 60% of the company. I would bet that this will probably increase in value over time, so we'll let that pass on for a little while. But we finally got our spin-off. Whew. Done, bruh. Now we gotta go for the auto industry. And this means that we got our wheel and tire R&D started up, which is great, but we also want to start looking at making steel. Oh look, we have aluminum. Could have done the refrigerator business first. Well, that's fine. Who's buying your glass? You should be buying my glass. Don't know. What do you have here? Car body, of course. Put that to 0 because I know you're at 1 year project. I want you to terminate. Start your car body project again. This time with a 2-year progress. Take us to 112. That's money, man. That's money. Now, as for these two, we know that they're at their 100% capacities. Oops. 100% capacities. Motorcycle as well. Wheel and tire as well. Car body as well. Engine. Like, isn't that incredible? That means I will have to, like, undeniably have to double, triple, I don't know, and get those directed through warehouses. So if I look at this guy, we are not at 100%. You are 100%. But our market share is still very low, even though it's still building up. I'm totally invested in some sort of media corporation. As for Nice, we have 1 and 2 stores, which is interesting. Pretty high in capacity. Motorcycles is good in terms of market share, but cars not so much. And Marseille, in the middle ground, but we are with a doubled sales unit, which is interesting. Yeah, so step number 1, I think it has to be increasing the capacity of these guys. What do I need to increase this capacity? Can I do this and have enough steel? Well, that's the question. So I'll produce you. We are producing at max, right? 3 manufacturing each. Okay. I will come in and duplicate car bodies. And I'll come in and duplicate wheel and tire. Finally, duplicate cars. And then duplicate motorcycles. When I look at the name, Imperium Motors. Motorcycles A. I'm gonna have to do a renaming here because things are gonna get crazy pretty soon. Motorcycles B. Imperium Auto. I'm betting my, yeah, sure, why not? Imperium Auto B. I should rename these, right? Engines A, because I'm gonna have to throw them through a warehouse, and then warehouses need to purchase from them. It gets kind of crazy. So I am going to be pretty direct here. Chassis A, chassis B, wheels A, wheels B, and then start with the warehouses. Now, warehouses, More like just a matter of purchasing from two, selling to one. I wonder if there's some sort of limit in terms of capacity. Let's see here. Can we take a look here? As a reference, 59 with two purchasing, 53 with two purchasing. What about inventory? You're at 100%, but I don't think that's really much of a concern. Let's take a look at phones. We have two purchasing at 10% capacity, output at 65. So it is kind of pushing it when you have two. Will I require three someday? I wonder. But I'll start with the medium, why not? I think that'll be enough. So let's come in, purchase wheels and tires. If there's someone that's going to be highly, well, like these guys, they feed into 4 factories. The sales unit can be pretty on the limit. Engines goes to 4 factories. Car bodies goes to 2 factories. So I'm pretty confident like a medium warehouse for car bodies will work. Probably for the other ones, I'll want large factories, a large warehouse. So let's get in the input, the inventory. Should I spread it out like this? Let's try it. Inventory, storage, and output. Imperium, current city. We want to get in we're talking about the medium one, right? So we're talking about car bodies. So car bodies from chassis A, chassis B, A and B, right? Different prices, different rates, that's good. Imperium WH chassis. I don't know, just whatever, man. Car bodies, you will come in from the warehouse. And you, car bodies, will come in from the warehouse. And that's how we unify the duplicated production. So let's go ahead and produce the large warehouse this time, because these products, they're going to be high volume. And we're going to do the same thing, but this time 4 inputs, 2 storages, and 2 outputs. These guys coming in like this. These guys coming in like this. Input from wheel and tire, or engine. Okay, I'll take that. Engine B, and then wheel and tire A, wheel and tire B. And then when you talk about the motorcycles, they'll purchase engines. Warehouse only, why not? From engines. Engines from oops. There we go. Writing off a couple of assets by accident. And then that's one motorcycle company. This is the B factory. Let's go to the A factory. Engines from engines. Wheels from wheels. As for the cars, we've got engines from engines. Car bodies are already set up to purchase from the warehouse, but wheels and tires, wheels and tires. And the same goes here. You can imagine how exhausted I am just talking about this step by step for every little click. It's tiring. Now, this warehouse, what is this going to be called? This is going to be Imperium Warehouse Engines and Wheels. Need to put the WH, oh, there we go, WH on the front. That's good. Go R&D for wheels and tires. Guess we're going for another baby step, but that's fine. How are we with training? Good. And then let's go to F4, take a look at our stocks. CHD is 923. I mean, come on, bruh. Should have made more money, but let's begin our sale. And slowly also, we have 55, right? As soon as I get rid of another 5%, plus 1 share I'll be able to let this company be on its own, which is very important because I don't want to dictate what a CEO can do or what can not do. I'm not really concerned. I want just to maximize value on its own. So we'll let that roll on. But do we have enough steel? It's going up. Demand is going up, but so are the sales. I don't know. I have a feeling it actually is enough. Maybe I should already go into producing the tech for steel because it's just a matter of time before I need to build up a new steel factory, because why not make your own steel? So steel, it will not be very soon actually, so I'll go ahead and go in for 5-year project. Test 150 right off the bat. Seems pretty good. Let's go up to speed 3. And now we have super duper capacity. How are we doing the sales of these products? We have actually a lack of car bodies. Oop, there you go. Why do we have a lack of car bodies? A lack of production. Car bodies A. Steel. Lack of steel. Put on speed 4. It is not a, it is kind of a lack of steel. Let's go to supplier. This may be a problem. But let's first take a look at our stores. Let's see. Okay, numbers are going up. This is very, very good. There's some takeaways here. I might want to invest eventually in advertising. All 90%, 90%. These, R&D of engines. That'll slowly improve our quality. These guys are maxed out. Can I produce more sales? I don't know. Let's try it. Put that guy on the limit. You're on the limit. Does Nice have 2 stores? It does have 2 stores. Look at that. How's our share? Motorcycles, I don't think I have much space here for motorcycles, but cars, definitely. R&D of wheel and tires. So as you can see, as time goes by, we keep improving the quality of our products. Things will get more attractive to the customer. And eventually we'll be dominating the world. And in terms of market share here, we can definitely put in more autos, but isn't that exciting? So yeah, I think it's time to start with steel. Let's try it with this tech. Maybe 5 years is too much. Maybe. So let's put in here Imperium Rim Tech. Imperium Steel Science. Oops. The ubiquitous F2 for renaming does not work here. And then F4. CHG, 12 bucks. Boom, let's sell it. Wait a little. 12 bucks again, sell it. And there you go. Someone else took control of it? Nope. We're at 12 again, sell it. Sky Image, purchasing shares, that's good. 20 bucks, no, it's 10 bucks, okay. Oh, 11 bucks. See, people are coming in. It's Hans Tanaka, our Japanese CEO. Let's keep on letting CHD fly on its own wings. I like that. Because then we have all this cash and we can finally start thinking about making our own steel. So let's go ahead, right? Or should we go for media? I mean, I actually think that media will be more important if steel is not a bottleneck. See, prices are going up. Maybe that's why sales are going down. And the Seaport has an interesting way of working. So if you look at the quality, like overall rating minus 19, it's most likely because the price is super high. Can't even see the bars here. Aluminum 77, 74, 65. That's quite a telltale sign. Sky Image. Are you producing steel, really? I doubt it. But I think it may actually be a problem. So start mining, throw it in some inventory, and sales. Ooh, now it's smart to go diagonal. It wasn't back in the day. Imperium, Ironium, internal. Well, I guess so. Why not? And coal, natural resources, mine. Make it as close as possible. Mining, inventory, sales. Imperium, Coalium. Don't question it. And there we go. And then we will want to produce steel close to our factories. Makes sense. Will it be big? Maybe. Will it be in high demand? Most likely. So let's begin the big dirty factory here. And to produce steel, that's not what I want. So yeah, we will want to bring in simply coal and iron ore. That's 2 inputs, which means that I can totally produce 4 and 1 sales, or 2, 3 manufacturing, 2 sales. I'll go with that one. So let's purchasing, 1 for I need warehouses only, coal, iron ore, manufacturing, sales. Let's start it up. We actually want them to be an X to have 3 manufacturing, because I'm betting it's going to be in high demand. We're actually producing a quality of 50. Imperium Stelium. Train you up. Keep you on internal sales for now. 46 cents. Can we use a steel? So you're bringing it at 43 quality. We can bring it up at 50 quality. This is coming in at 169. It's going to come in at 46 cents. That, my friends, is the size of our profits. But if I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factories purchasing. Ooh, wait, what was that? Where do I see log? Someone invented phone. Oh, that's good. I split out the business. Who cares? Not me. So I'll actually sell shares immediately, down to 34%. Okay. As soon as I have all of these factories purchasing steel from the same location, my bet is it will be overwhelmed. Will it be reasonable to have inventory in a warehouse somewhere? Maybe 5%, 4%. Well, at least not for now. So let's keep it up. Link you. Link you. Rubber and steel. Rubber and steel. Let that go on for a little while. Profits have gone down. Of course, we're decreasing our businesses. We spun off a lot of our profits. Demand is soaring here in Imperium Stellium. Seems to be pretty fine to me. Of course, I would expect support to be decreasing drastically. It's already at 11,134. Prices are going down. What do you expect, my friend? R&D of car. That's important. That's the number one. Remember it. That's 30% of our quality score of cars. Oh, good. Ooh, motorcycle. That's also very important. Let me take a look. So we're going at two-year project to 149. That's okay. Cars. We're at 129. Do we really need to go to 183? 3 years? Okay, I'll take it. But do notice that they're at level 3 already in the motorcycle lab. That's going to produce quite the advantage. How are you doing? Are you at 100% capacity by some chance? Apparently not yet. I would like to take a quick look at our capacity, market share, sales. Like, why are you down? That is definitely not a good sign. Why? I'm a little bit confused. Let's take a look. We're at 61 overall ratings, 75% capacity. That's in Jakarta. Maybe increase prices a little bit. 56 versus 36. This is healthy. Increase prices slightly. Tech is going up. Quality is going up. 13 versus 14. We're cheaper. We have better quality. I don't know. Let it go on for a little bit more time. Let's consider perhaps purchasing other media companies. That will be a good step forward. And as for steel, instead of purchasing quality 43, I would like to purchase quality 50. Same goes for you. So look at quality go up. Look at this quality. 86. We'll go up. 36. No. Maybe it's already up in the air. And how are you doing with capacity? You're actually in the profit zone, which is impressive for a level 1 steel factory. Like, it's an RPG, totally. Car body, that's good. How are we doing with the demand? Like, 87, 100, and 100. Is that a problem? Apparently not. We have plenty of steel. That's good. Good to know. The car body. Car body is at a tech of 100. That is awesome. That is awesome. How are we doing with our shares of CHD? Pretty stable. Let's go at 10. Why not? Something tells me Sky Image will be the new owner of CHD. Not a problem for me. As long as I get cash in on this business. And then media. The problem with media is that I had to invest in 3 different cities. And each media business is actually 3 media businesses. We're talking about newspaper, talking about radio, and we're talking about television. Which in this case is, oh look, we have 2 newspapers here. And television. That's a lot of investment. I'll probably have to choose the most important city and then direct all my efforts there. As for Wheel and Tire, which just completed a new 1-year project, 159. Come on. It's not that important, so let's go in for a 2-year project. 113. That's a lot better. That'll lead us towards the lead. 10. I'll let it go up a little bit more. And as for this guy, you're fantastically producing 0. Because I did not set up the warehouses. Which makes a lot of sense. And you guys are probably calling me out for that. Is this the case for a large warehouse or a medium warehouse? I mean, this is the main business, right? Let's go all in. Let's get in some input. Now, there is a chance that I may have triple, probably cars, not motorcycles. But sales output. Here we go. Let's bring in the motorcycles. That's motorcycles A, motorcycles B, Imperium warehouse, motorcycles. There's a chance like I may have a third one. Why will I risk it? So link you to the cars. Car A, car B, clear your stock, Imperium warehouse, automobiles, don't really need to make money, neither do you. Then when we go to our auto stores, you'll clearly purchase from warehouses only. This is the car. This is the motorcycle. There. That's one store. So let's quickly go through Nice. Link you to the all cities, cars, motorcycles. Is it Nice that we have 2 stores? It is. You will purchase from the cars, you'll purchase from the motorcycles, and then we come into Marseille for the last store and purchase from the cars and purchase from motorcycles. Gotta click fast, gotta be the chain. Okay, so let's see. F4, 11 bucks. Good. So another 5%. There you go. Image is almost the mirror of ourselves. Just gotta push the prices up because then maybe I can even purchase it and sell it again and again because it's one purchasing. Oop. Still don't make up for it. Well, let's keep an eye out on our capacity because if you put on speed 4, we should see these quantities going up. Good. New products, always good. More competitors. Motorcycles, no. We're in Marseille, which should be a regular city. But look at our shares, already going up. Profits going up. Quality at 83, that's pretty nice. Motorcycles at 87, pretty nice. Take a look around. Let's take a look at Nice. They're already making 1 million each, but the profit per product is not really coming out as I would have expected. We have some sort of bottleneck. So maybe there's something stupid I've been doing again. Warehouses, yeah, look at that. 98. Demand, supply. The good thing is that it's just basically this that I need to do. It's gonna get split in half, will it? It will. Now I would bet that motorcycles is the same thing, right? 97, of course. output X, U join UX. Something showed up on my screen. I don't know what it was, but don't care because now I have all the businesses that really matter. How is steel? Steel's pretty much on the limit. We have a lot of trading to do. Apparently it was just a peak of supplying to everybody initially. It's acceptable. Got warehouses accelerating. You guys are finally selling products because I was finally smart enough to connect you. As for the prices, we are actually selling below cost, which is curious. I think we can increase you. There you go. Cars, they are above cost. That's always a progress. And supply and demand seems to be actually under control. We'll have to keep an eye on it. As for these guys, output 97. Yeah, maybe there's a chance that engines. No, engines are actually okay. Car bodies. Oof. How are we doing here? 100, 100, 100. Oh, those car bodies, though. How about you? 100. That's not good. So let's increase this capacity. Now it's just a matter of, like increasing our capacity to process everything and give it more throughput. Hopefully this will help with the problems. How are we with wheels and tires? We did see that. There is one thing that concerns me is that these guys, we have only capacity to expand either engines or wheels and tires. Maybe engines is the one to be concerned about. So let's try that. Get that going. And hopefully that will help. This definitely helped. Okay, and steel from the seaport. Almost down to 0. Look at that. How's it priced? 90 cents. 33 quality. The difference that demand makes. But now my steel industry, my friends, is making a profit. That's what you get. Trying to exploit your customers. What about our mines? Not getting money. Definitely enough capacity. What about coal? Definitely enough capacity. So yeah, if we can increase the consumption of these guys, that's more money because they're both in a deficit. And then that means if we can get more capacity of these guys, but like sales, is actually okay. Manufacturing's almost at the limit. So maybe what I actually want is to not sell openly from this industry, but rather sell openly from these guys. Of course, I'm not going to want to do that at a loss. So let's put you at 15. Open. Let's put you at 20, but open. And maybe someone will purchase from them and increase our capacity, our throughput, our profits. So there we have it. I think we've done a very successful job. Let's get our shares. I can sell another 5%. Why not? I have no requirement for this. I can totally use 20 million bucks and start thinking about building up a media business. When you look at our overall goals, we're at 74%. We will most likely progress a little bit slower because we're losing all the problems that we had from phones and washing machines, air conditioners, chewing gum. But the good thing is that we are already focused fully on automobiles, and we could start to consider a little bit more about our progress towards our goal of reaching $1 billion. If we look at our corporation as a whole, we are talking about being the number one in terms of revenue and profit and cash, which is the first. As for our corporate detail, let's take a look at our little friend CHD Corporation. This is not the logo we chose. It's not the logo we chose, but it is a C, so I'll take that. It's actually making a profit. So see how I'm a benevolent ruler. I spin off companies that make a profit to our other shareholders. They're making a huge revenue. That's amazing. Almost half of what I do. Although a little bit less profit, but let's change the subject. Let's take a look at our corporate details. We have products. Obviously, we've reduced our products. We are not in the convenience business. We're not in the home appliances. We are not in corn. That's good. And our main business is the car. It's 116 million annual revenue. That's monster revenue. The profits, they're actually going down. That's insane. What is happening? And motorcycle, it's gone to 119 million, 28 in profits. What is going on? I have a lot to investigate here. Silicon is something that spins off to some other businesses that I don't really require, but it's just making use of that factory of silica that I have going as it produces glass, which is a prerequisite for our car bodies, which actually makes money, which is interesting. That's very curious. Why are we not making money off of our cars? But as for graphs, we have revenues of 580 million. It's gone down, of course. We spun off a whole business. Expenses, ditto. Operating profits, it's probably around the 50 million mark. As for net profits, it's way down. That makes sense. This is actually about like 100 here, 50 here, 30. We're probably losing half to debt, which makes sense. We're highly indebted, and net worth is going up. That's a relief. So graphs 2, assets, land, it's all going up. Debt is still high, which is interesting, which means that when you spin off a business and it's making profit, you might want to make sure that it goes down with the debt, because debt, it doesn't get passed on with your business that you spun off. Good to know. Advertising, we could definitely start exploring media. We're at 283 million in cash. I think I could either go towards the reduction of debt, but I could also go towards media, which is very interesting because then I can throw at advertising there, which will go back to my profits as I own the media company, and I'll also be able to increase the profitability of my businesses. That's a win-win-win. As for balance sheet, this is the balance sheet. Nothing much to say. We have some reduction in stocks, sure. We're throwing off all of our CHD shares. Income statement, net profit is 673 million in a lifetime. That's good. I'm not gonna complain. Operating revenue of 3.9, almost 4 billion. It's impressive. As for tech, what do we have in production? Because this current tech. Glass is something that we can invest in. Do not invest in that. Plastic. Silicon not required. Steel. So we have 3 R&Ds which we can invest in. We actually have steel going on. That's nice. But that is curious. We can totally go into plastic and glass. Good to know. And dominance, of course. Retail we lost first, but spun off our convenience business. Manufacturing still good. Farming, we spun off our corn farm. And raw materials were brand new with a 63% share. That's interesting. And automobile, of course, is 100% us, which is what really matters. I would also like to take a look at my overview. Firms, I cannot see the number of employees. It would be something interesting to know, right? How many employees do you have? I don't know. Apparently my CEO doesn't care because he doesn't know it either. Maybe if I had an HQ paying out dividends, does it really matter if I own 100% of the company? At least not for now. So yeah, so tech is definitely one step I would like to go towards. Continue selling off these shares. Look at that, they closed some R&D centers. That's great because I didn't have to do that. Go ahead, you do that. Not my problem. So that's that. Cool. See you next time.